Scars of Honor is a brand new upcoming immersive 3D stylized high fantasy MMORPG currently in development for PC using the Unity game engine. Scars of Honor is going to embrace a fully free-to-play business model with promises of no pay-to-win elements. There will be dungeons, raids, player housing, PvP, and quite a bit more. But most importantly, they announced that they'll be holding a public alpha test beginning on July 3rd and running through July 14th. That's when they reached out to me to take a sponsored look at the alpha test. I mean, I couldn't really turn down this opportunity. Getting to play the early stages of a brand new MMO like this with a passionate team of developers, and then being able to continue to cover its growth and progress into its full release, I would have to have been an idiot to pass this up. I know what you're thinking, but STIX, you literally look and act like an idiot almost the entirety of every single day, unfortunately for you. But, and I don't want to gloat here, I'm actually pretty good at gauging whether an MMO has potential or not. Thus, if you're interested in testing Scars of Honor out, I urge you to go ahead and click that link in the description in the pinned comment below to head on over to purchase either their supporter or their honored license via their website. As a bonus for you guys, the devs have confirmed that the prices will be discounted after this video goes live. Supporter packages will be dropped to €19.99, honored packages drop down to €29.99, with an additional package, Honored plus a cosmetic subrace Nordrem for €34.99. Now, a friend of mine that you might know, Callum Upton, recently went to Bulgaria to discuss the development of the game with the team, which reinforces my genuine opinion that these guys and gals wholeheartedly care about creating an MMO players will actually enjoy. But before we go ahead and take a look at what Scars of Honor is going to offer us, let's take a look at their latest trailer. See if we can't get a gauge of what the game's actually like. Now they do state animations and visual effects are not final, subject to refinement. So what you're seeing is what is going to be available in the test phase. Dude, this actually kind of reminds me like of Morrowind. Holy crap. That's awesome. You know, the character models actually, they look surprisingly good. Like the beefiness of the males, the textures of the bodies and the character, all right. Creatures to attack. A functional arena system with Hedwig. An arena. You know, for the early stages of development that this is in, I gotta say it is looking fairly polished. Right, so evidently this is gonna be where I'm spending the majority of my time in game. The dude was dead. So there are functional mounts in game too, sweet. Oh, it's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's in Arc 2 and also in Scars of Honor. All right. Scars of Honor is an MMO developed for PC. However, they are working on a mobile port. And don't worry, this is not by any means a mobile game. It is designed and developed for PC with mobile as an additive not as a focus. Players will be able to play cross-platform and share progress between PC, Android, and iOS devices. I've grown to appreciate the comfort of cross-platform functionality when done correctly, with either PC or console as the focus and mobile as an afterthought. Currently, the game is in pre-alpha to alpha 1 testing, meaning that various aspects of the game are going to change between now and when it fully launches. The devs went on record stating that not only will the combat system continue to expand and advance over the course of a surplus of test phases, but the visual effects and animations are also placeholders and will be changed during upcoming test phases, which is common for MMOs like this. There are plans for 2 to 3 test phases over the course of the year for players that purchased either the supporter or the honored packages, with players retaining access permanently over the development process. There will be a cash out present, which I know will always be of immediate concern for players. And trust me, I genuinely hate pay to win cash ups just as much as you do. We have been promised that the cash up will feature cosmetic items exclusively, however, which I can get on board with. MRSSSTIX and I love playing Barbie with our characters. There are numerous playable races present: the human, high elf, dwarf, baron, orc, infernal demon, undead, and Gronthar. Each race possessing both male and female options. No gender restrictions at all here, as we saw in the trailer that we just watched. There will be 10 playable classes to choose between, including the warrior, paladin, mage, priest, ranger, druid, witch, pirate, assassin, and necromancer. Yeah, you can play as a pirate. So he'll run into battle and literally like pick off his little peg leg and beat people to death with it. Dude, that is a class that I need to play. This will add additional layers of customization and race and class combinations. There will be 2 dominant factions present, the Sacred Order and the Domination, who have been in an endless, unceasing conflict. Dungeons and raids are going to be scalable to player levels, meaning that they adjust to the level of the player as opposed to everyone being required to meet a certain level requirement, opening up the potential for a lot more cooperative play between all ranges of players. We'll be able to build and personalize our own houses out in the open world, utilizing intuitive building mechanics compared to Fortnite. Although, and I'm gonna be honest here, I kinda sucked at Fortnite, and more than that, I am absolutely horrible at building bases, building houses, so yeah, don't expect too much from me. Multiplayer activities are always an integral part of MMOs, so it makes sense for there to be a variety of different guild activities present. More specifically, in this case, guild strongholds, allowing players to go to war with other guilds and attempt to seize control of them. So basically, if you're in my guild, I would say prepare your buttholes, because not only are we going to be hardcore raiding other players every night, but we're probably gonna end up getting raided every night. Oh yeah, we're gonna alpha male the hell out of this system. We'll also be able to put bounties on other people's heads. Someone stepped on your turnip farm, yeah, you can have the server hunt him down and seek divine retribution. Someone steal your warm pie from your window, divine retribution. Someone insult your outfit, divine retribution. Jokes aside, I enjoy justice systems in MMOs. It adds a nice little bit of flavor to the community. There will be player created and player driven quests via the job board, allowing players to create and organize quests themselves. And while we touched on PvP with guild strongholds, PvP goes much further in the form of arenas and battlegrounds with a variety of different modes, such as 1v1 from the same class, pitting players of the same class against one another to prove who the #1 mage or the #1 warrior is, the last man standing, which is pretty self-explanatory. You gotta be the last man standing, whether that involves sticking a sword in the 2 other guys or merely tripping them over. As long as you're upright vertically by the end of the match, you're the winner. And there will be additional modes that are currently a work in progress. All of this would be kind of meh, though, if it were a small instanced MMO, right? Scars of Honor features a fully seamless open world with access to the game with minimal loading screens. The game will be 100% free to play at launch, and is offering these packs for players who want to support the game's development, for people who believe in the vision that the team possesses. For players wanting to participate in the upcoming test phase, do note that the game is going to have a basic version of the combat present, limited classes, a functional battleground and arenas, all races, full loot, a leaderboard, NPCs, with the game capped at level 10. So there should be plenty to do to satiate that thirst you might have. This test phase will be for PC exclusively, as the mobile version of the game is currently under development but not ready, which further reinforces their stance that this is a PC game first. I genuinely believe that this passion project has a lot of potential. There are a lot of fantastic ideas present and a determined, passionate group of people behind it. 50 people in total, actually. This is not some small two-man studio trying to steal your hard-earned money, and I cannot wait to see the kind of MMO that this evolves into. Again, if you want to try out the alpha test and get a gauge of the game for yourself, then go ahead, click the link in the description, the pinned comment below. I'll be in the test phase myself, attempting to acquire footage for a follow-up video with my impressions of the alpha.